Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
And I'm really proud to be invited here, and sincere gratitude to all of you who are here to listen to me. I run something called the Entrepreneurship School in Gurgaon. It's a school for startups. It's a very small school, and we started this journey in 2013. And since 2013, we have been able to produce 63 entrepreneurs.
Wow.
Right. It has been fun working with very nascent startup. It's been fun working with people who boldly come to challenge the world. It's fun to work with people who want to realize their dreams. It's fun working with people who have no idea what they are getting into. And very often even we don't have idea what we are getting into, right? And then this whole challenge of matching, mismatch, discovery, how great journeys could have been. And just to give you an example, what would it have been like for Columbus to say that he wants to find India? Ponder over this question for a while. And most guys who come to us are like that. They'll come to me and say that, look, here's a world-changing idea I've got and I want to do this. How can you help? And with those questions, and then we sort of get tested every time. Have you done this before? And my answer is no, right? When we started, my answer was really no. But now that we have gone through each of these journeys, as I said 60 plus times, gradually we've become better. Right? All of you are entrepreneurs and you know suddenly work stops. Right? There's no rhyme or reason the work stops. And the guy who is trying to build this smart venture, I'm sitting in my office or trying to navigate each of these journeys and think of this guy, and suddenly I realize, okay, I have not seen him work on his venture. What is happening? And with each of these experiences, we have sort of become better at understanding why work stops. Right? Especially at a nascent venture stage. When I'm in a running stage, when I'm doing 20 crores turnover, life is smooth journey, and every time the run rate and the run keeps on coming, accumulating, it's not a challenge. But think of those guys who are trying to do at very, very nascent stage, zero revenue business, and from zero you want to make them to revenue stage. From revenue you want to take them to 10,000 rupees. From 10 you want to take them to 50,000 rupees. From 50 you want to take them to 1 lakh rupees. From 1 you want to take them to 5 lakh rupees on a monthly basis. And mostly we work with, when we got this dream, we thought that we are going to mostly work with 20 something, right? And our business model failed. Right, our business model failed because Suresh, you would remember, we had invited you to that place.
Correct.
Right, we spent hell lot of money in real estate. We are paying 10 lakh rupees rent at a prime location in Gurgaon, trying to set up a school of startups, and we were working like rich guys. Right, and because our cost structures was lopsided, we said that every student who wants to come here, they'll have to pay a fee of 15 lakh. It didn't work. In about 18 months, we had to vacate the place, and we went into a basement. Right, we actually, before going to basement, we went to a 10 by 10 shack where all the taxi for sure guys would operate, opposite Kingdom of Dreams in Gurgaon. Spent 2 months there, and then we said, look, we have to reorganize the business model, and we went into a basement, and we said that what we don't need too many things, right? We need some smart guys to work in our team, and we need a small classroom, and we can get things done. Are we ready to roll up our sleeves and make things happen? So a Sarpanch comes to us all the way. He somehow figured us out on internet or Facebook or some of those things, and he came all the way from somewhere near Panipat and said that, look, I want to build an air cooler. Right, so air cooler is nothing, we have seen air coolers, right? Who buys air coolers? No one in this room. But the Sarpanch comes and he says that I want to build an air cooler and I have no money. How can you help us do this? सर मेरे पास पैसा नहीं है, ये जो 4-5-10 लाख रुपए आप चार्ज करते हो वो सब नहीं है, आप बताओ क्या कर सकते हो मेरे लिए. And then I called our team, right, smart guys, and everyone kept on scratching and said, okay, so what are the things that we want to innovate in this air cooler? And a list was prepared, 41 items, right? Then I asked the smartest guy in the room, how much does it cost? And the answer was 3 lakh rupees. I said, can we do this grounds up 5,000 rupees? Right? And someone said, well, yes, this is possible, because what we did was we unboxed the whole thing. We were not looking at pieces, but we were looking at doing a cooler ab initio, 5,000 rupees, and people said, let's do this. And we sort of collaborated with all the guys who, you know, small roadside shops who can fabricate a cooler with all the innovation, and then we take this to Whirlpool. And Whirlpool guy says, wow, this is fantastic, let's work together. Right? So we sort of specialize in building these journeys for people. Individually, we are nothing. Like Tajurba, right? This team is fantastic, awesome, right? Collectively, we really want to become awesome. We want to deliver the best thing that the person has dreamt of. We want to become their first co-founders. We sort of clarified the dream within ourselves. Initially, we said that we are going to the best entrepreneurship school in the world, which will teach and blah, 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 all the sort of stuff. But then we sort of clarified the vision and said that we want to be the first co-founder to a guy who keeps on struggling to find this matchmaking and finding the first co-founder. Right? We work with him for 6 to 12 months, take it to a stage, and then help him find the groom. Okay, and that's the vision statement which made our life simpler. And about that time, we realized that most guys who kept on walking to our place were 30-something. It was not 20-something, it was 30-something. So they would have ideally worked in, I work in IBM, I work with Airtel, I work with Accenture, those sort of people, and they would walk in and say that I have this thing and I want to crack this and I want to make life easy for XYZ. And we had to recalibrate the whole thing. And in between, let me give you a quick background, and I'll come to this piece once again. So I graduated in the year 1991 from IIT Delhi, and I had joined civil service. In 2005, I quit civil service and worked for management consulting, Booz Allen, which is now acquired by PwC. So Booz was top 4 strategy consulting firm at London. And then I worked with a private equity, and then I said enough is enough. I must follow the calling of my heart. And the calling of my heart was to be in the space of education, which is around innovation, entrepreneurship, and leadership. So there were 3 words which were sort of exciting to me personally. And 2008, when this enough is enough calling came, I said that let's get it started. When my seeds of entrepreneurship was sown, but 2013 that seed really transformed into setting up this school, the Entrepreneurship School. And in a year's time, when we realized that things are not working, by that time we had really burnt about 5 crore rupees. Right? 5 crore rupees with about 40 lakh revenue. We were in deep trouble. And that loss was something beyond what I could have taken personally. And 2015 was the time when this hard decision had to be taken, whether to go or not to go in this journey. And we decided that we have to go, because that's still the calling of the heart. Right? That is still the calling of the heart, but we have to recalibrate the business model. also a decision was made that to pay off every debt that we had borrowed, and to pay off every liability which lies on the books, we had to clear it, everything off. It was not an easy decision. This month we go from red to black.
Wow.
Right? So this journey has been phenomenal in the sense, while we are trying to support entrepreneurs, we ourselves were entrepreneurs.
Correct.
Right? And we are trying to make things happen. It was not easy, and I'm not sure if okay, I'm sorry. While this journey was happening, confidently we were out there talking to each of these entrepreneurs that, look, take it easy. Take it easy. Things would be, better. We were going through that journey, and we were experiencing everything that this guy would be experiencing or this girl would be experiencing, and sort of we were really up and running with these guys in terms of how to navigate issues. It is extremely difficult to face humiliation. Or fall publicly or fail publicly, right? And those were the things which sort of really made us extremely confident. So today, if you want to send us to war, most of us are ready to go to any of those wars, and most of our guys are. But let me talk to you about few interesting small stories which we sort of have enjoyed in this journey. So it all began when one of the IITD guys, he came to us and said that, look, I have done my BTech project, and out of this BTech project we can do something amazing stuff. And this guy had come to do his internship with me when I was at my private equity fund. And I said, then why are you doing this internship? Why don't you make this product? And he said, look, I have this problem, that problem, my father, mother, money, all the sort of, the things which sort of derail us. And I had to really fire him from his job. And after firing him, I fired myself, and then we started working together. And in 2014, this guy, he got funded. When I say funded, funding is one of the barometers of success today, which I really don't believe in. But funding, considering that funding is one of the accepted barometers of success, this guy, he got funded with some of the great guys, Sachin Bansal, etc., funded his venture. And today he should be close to about $500 million of valuation.
Oh.
Wow.
But he's at that stage because he's doing something which is really, very few Indians actually do. That is to make a product which is very new for the world. So he's inventor of something called hemoglobin meter. Right, so we have this glucose meter which all diabetic patients use. This guy, he invented something called hemoglobin meter, has a patent. He got ranked 30 under 30 by MIT Sloan as 30 biggest innovators for that year when he was below 30. And he was struggling to convert the idea into a product. And that journey itself was fairly unique, how to convert an idea or a research thesis into a product, and we went through that whole lot of journey. And this guy is when I meet him today, so the great thing for being a educator is that when your proteges become big, they remember you. And when he's a team of, as I said, about 75, 80 people, and that team, whenever he hires, he brings us for all his leadership training, induction training, and those sort of stuff. So it is something which I loved, sir. You wrote giver. If you are a giver, it pays back. It might take time, but it does pay back. Manifold, right? And I really love this whole thing called give or be a giver. Or someone said, Adam Grant is a guy who wrote this book which is called Give and Take. Adam Grant, he's written two most amazing books, and today he's ranked as one of the most. he's just about 40 something, but he is ranked as the most amazing thinker in the world today, the best management thinker in the world today. He's written 2 awesome books. One is called The Originals and the other is called Give and Take. The Original is about innovation, Give and Take is about give and take. Right? How can we become a great giver? And this forum, the vibe which I got on here was about giving, and that's the message of Adam Grant. I really love, right? And what I was relating to from the story of our first startup was, initially it was give, no holds bar, no fees, no equity, and it comes back. Life brings it back to you. Right? Today we have evolved as a business model. We're trying to do multiple things. We work across multiple categories, nascent startups, experienced people starting up, and then experienced startups or called mid-sized company, 25, 40 crore, 300 crore, etc. Right? And each of these guys will have different sorts of problems, and we are working with each of these 3 categories. Right? This is fantastic forum. I'll be happy to be part of this forum, and I really want to be part of this forum. We do multiple things, but I'm here to hear more from each of you. Before I close, with the permission of all of you, the leadership team, I really want to do one quick activity. Right? Can I have everyone write their names on clean slip of paper, and then I want all the slips with me.
Just the name?
Just the name. I'll just need a volunteer who can then get all the slips.
Do you want it folded or not?
I'm fine. I'll just collect from this side. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I've given already.
Oh, you've given?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Done.
Done? It's all done. Can I request Uma ji to please come here and do some jumbling of these slips, right? Fantastic. Can you just mix all the slips up? Yeah, there's one more left. Fantastic. Okay, gentlemen, so here is it, give and take at its best, right? We are going to play a game which we call as Chupa Rustam. Right, you have seen Devanand doing Chupa Rustam. Everyone's name and slips are here. People will come and pick one slip at a time. Whoever's name is there, please don't read out. Keep it to yourself. He is your Chupa Rustam. Your job is between now and the next meeting, fortnight away. Give a pleasant surprise to that person. The person should not know that you have given a surprise to him or to her.
So basically carry it with you, don't tell.
Don't tell. Take the slips away. In the next 15 days, your job is to surprise that person, right? So if it is you or if it's you, someone will be giving a surprise. You will don't tell your name that, oh, I have given you this surprise or sort of stuff, right? Let it be as mysterious as possible. Right? When you come back, the leadership team will then do the realignment that who surprised whom, and then we will live that memory of, this is a memory, something that we are going to treasure with. Right? So let's play this. If your name has come, if you've picked your name has come, you will quietly drop it. Right? So please come, and with this I finish my talk. Thank you very much.
token of appreciation from Tajurba to you.
Thank you very much. This is wonderful.
And this is a small token from our brand Nature's Absolutes.
Thank you very much. This is delightful.